Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from heart. So we're going to do the how does your love interest feel about your reading. Some of the other signs have already had this. We're going to put this up today for you. This is the April 2019 bonus reading. So using for this, what am I doing? It's the wrong deck I'm using there, didn't mean that one. We're using the Spellcasters Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. And for any clarifiers, I don't clarify all the areas, just some of them. We are using the small miniature Handsome Roberts deck. Okay, so without further ado, let's get the cards out, and we're going to try and make this really quick reading. We'll just do 15 to 20 minutes, I think, on this. And usually when you order this reading off the website, it's a hell of a lot longer because all of the areas are clarified and we look more in depth at stuff. But on this particular reading, it's not that way because it's a general reading and people don't like readings past sort of 25 minutes, it seems. So let's have a look then, Taurus. Oopsie daisy, just trying to get the booklet back in there. There we go. Right, let's just start shuffling on this. Okay. Whenever I use these covers, they tend to get really kind of creased, which can be tricky. Okay. Alright, so Universe Spirit, this is reading for Taurus, how the love interest feels for them. So show me who this love interest is in their life right now. In one cup, in the first position, who is this love interest? Who is this love interest in their life right now? Okay. So it's going out of shot. As soon as I start shuffling, the camera wants to go out of shot a little bit. That's position one. In position two, can you show me what this love interest strengths are as a person? Okay. Position three, what are their weaknesses as a person? Position four, how does the love interest feel for Taurus? Okay. Position five, how does Taurus feel for the love interest? Position six, what are the strengths in the relationship between Taurus and the love interest? Position seven, what is the weakness in the relationship between Taurus and the love interest? Position 8, what is the potential for, oops, daisy, okay, that's the potential for a healthy relationship, it would seem. Okay. Position 9, give me an overall analysis of who this love interest is as a person, please. Position 10, Position 10, what is blocking Taurus and the love interest from having a healthy relationship? And position 11, where are things heading at the moment in this relationship? Okay. Right, let's have a look then. So we've shuffled our cards and let's have a look at what the cards are saying. So who is this person right now? They are the Eight of Wands. The person looks to be very busy. They might actually be in transit. I wonder if this love interest is travelling at all with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands means travel. Usually when you're Eight of Wands, you're all over the place. So you're doing several different things. You're in different areas. You're in different places. So this person might be doing several different things. You know, they might have a lot of things that they're up to at the moment. Being very proactive, very busy with the Eight of Wands energy. This person might be an ideas individual with the Eight of Wands energy. They might be mid-transit as well, sort of thing. They might be kind of in between things with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is kind of things being up in the air, so they're neither kind of grounded and they're neither kind of like in orbit. So they're kind of like midway. They're between heaven and earth kind of thing. So this person, it might be that they're kind of in between at the moment. Up and down with the Eight of Wands energy showing here. I just think this person looks to be very busy, very proactive at the moment with that Eight of Wands energy. They might have a lot of ideas. They might be setting a lot of stuff into motion. They might also be all over the place. They might also be contacting lots of people as well with that Eight of Wands energy showing there. We'll get clarifier on that anyway. What is their strength? The Queen of Cups. Very good at hiding their emotions. If you look at this particular version of the Queen of Cups, Can you see? She's got her hand over a cup. Alright. This person may not be a drinker as well. They might be teetotal. But I get very much, whenever I've read the Queen of Cups or seen her in a private reading, or, you know, for someone I know, or maybe on the channel, whatever it is, but usually you know these cards through doing private readings for people, so it's what you find in the private readings that you do for people, that's what you generally see. And usually when her cup is covered, like on the Rider-Waite or what she's doing right now, it means that emotionally she's very disconnected. And I feel that this person's strengths are they don't tend to get emotionally too connected or emotionally too involved. That's what I think is going on with this person. And they're very, very good at doing that with the Queen of Cups energy showing here, Taurus. I don't think it's a person that's their strength. We don't read it like that. We say, well, what is their strength as a character? As a character, of your strength is the Queen of Cups, dependent on whether the cup is open or closed. If the cup is open, you're empathic, you know, you're understanding, you're receptive to other people, you absorb other people's emotions and feelings, you're very kind of in tune with other people. I often find when the Queen of Cups cup is covered, she's less so. You know, she can be all of those things, but she doesn't want to show it. And I feel that this person probably has a difficult time showing and conveying their emotions as well. But it's their strength. They're very, very good at holding back emotionally, I think. What is their weakness? Ah, the Two of Coins in the reverse. I think that this person lacks the ability to commit to management, the managing of things. You can see Two of Coins in the reverse is dropping the ball, basically, and that's their weakness. It's almost like when things become too difficult, they tend to want to just drop everything with the Two of Coins. They don't have a very good strategy for handling various things at the same time with the Two of Coins. I think when things become too... If you look at the Two of Coins energy here, he looks like he's, you know, juggling a couple of hot potatoes, you know. But in the reverse, it's kind of like, it's too hot for me, so I need to drop it. So this person tends to... I think when things become too difficult or too heavy, or maybe even though pentacles aren't actually hot, but when things become too difficult, when it seems that this person has to juggle this, juggle that, juggle the other, they just tend to drop it. They don't try. I get the impression that this person tends to bow out of situations if it becomes just that little bit too much. How do they feel about you? Oh, well, it's good, the Chariot. I feel that this person feels very kind of... and you'll notice that these are both Cancerian energies showing here. Charioteers, how do you feel when you feel the Chariot for someone? Well, you might feel responsible for them. Chariot is ruled by Cancer, the house of home and family. So, and it deals with the need to be nurturing and responsible for the other. So this person, and even though she is nurturing the Queen of Cups, she's got her cup covered. That's one thing that I always realise with this card. When she's got her cup covered, she's less so. So that's how I'm reading her like that. With the Chariot, they might feel with you that they want to pursue you. They might feel very driven, very motivated to be with you, very motivated to pursue you with the Chariot energy. They might feel a sense of responsibility towards you, a sense of kind of... responsibility and interest with that Chariot energy. There's a sense of interest when you get the Chariot. Somebody's pursuing you, somebody's moving towards you, and I feel that this person does feel a sense of responsibility. Well, I think if you know them really well, they do feel a sense of responsibility, because that's what the Chariot is. I think if you don't know them that well, then they are very driven and motivated by you with this Chariot energy, but still at the same time, probably for some of you guys, feeling the need slightly to hold back emotionally again. How do you feel for this individual? Oh, you don't feel so good, eh? Ten of Cups in the reverse is how you feel. You don't feel complete with this person with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys don't feel happy with this individual. All right, you don't feel emotionally satisfied or contented with this individual. Maybe it's because they hold back emotionally within both of these cards. Yeah, they're both Cancer cards, the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. It might be that with the Ten of Cups in reverse, you don't feel emotionally fulfilled with this individual, with that Ten of Cups in the reverse. All right, there's something that lacks, you know, Ten of Cups is a soulmate card. So when it's in the upright, you feel complete. You feel emotionally complete, emotionally satisfied, emotionally contented. When this is reversed, you don't feel it. And some of you guys aren't feeling that towards this individual. What is the strengths in this relationship? Well, if Three of Cups is the strength. So it might be that you've got children together, for example, you know. But it might also be with the Three of Cups that there is a friendship here. You know, it could simply be for some of you guys that you're good friends with this individual, but it might be that you don't feel the love with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. You don't feel the romantic love. or you don't feel like you are, you know, for you, your feelings are, I don't feel like we're together, like we're a proper couple, or I don't feel like we should be a couple kind of thing. But I do, the strength is that we are good friends, and we have had, for some of you guys, you've had fun with this person. You know, we've had a laugh together, we've had a joke together, we do actually get on as friends, but I don't feel emotionally complete when I'm with this person, Taurus says. What is the weakness of your relationship? Well, there seems to be some fights going on here, the Five of Wands. There's a few things really with the weakness. One of the weaknesses is that you do probably have some, you know, petty arguments with them, with the Five of Wands energy showing here. There's petty arguments, there's a fight with the Five of Wands energy. The weakness might be that you've got competitors for this person's affections, but I don't think you care too much because you don't feel it 100% for this individual. I do feel there's conflicts and fights with the Five of Wands to a certain extent with this individual. What is the potential for a healthy relationship? Well, the King of Coins, very good. There is excellent potential for a healthy relationship. And I guess it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic, because you do have the basis of a good friendship in your strength area for your relationship. There's a good friendship going on here. There's a good, you know, there's a camaraderie with the Three of Cups energy. There's a lot of laughter and a lot of joy. So you've got those energies showing up there. And you do have, you know, the potential for a healthy relationship. The King of Coins would be the best card, one of the best cards you can get. Because he is the epitome of health, you know. He's healthy, he's wealthy. Look at all the gold he's got. Tons and tons of gold. Lots and lots of money, you know. So this is all about, and Pentacles represent health as well and vitality. So this is, you know, the potential for a healthy relationship could come in spades for you guys. Really could. You do have every potential with that King of Coins for a healthy relationship. It's a very excellent card to get. Who is this person overall analysis wise? They are the World. So as a person, this person is it's probably extraordinarily successful with the World energy. This person with the World energy, very mature, very knowledgeable, I would say, being the World. Maybe they've ended one particular phase in their life. They might be an older dude, so it could be somebody in their 40s, 50s. World can mean a mature individual showing here. But this person, I feel, has a great deal of intellect and intelligence. I think that this person has learned a lot through life as well with the World energy. I think that they're probably an authority on a great deal of matters with the World energy. I get this person being a very wise person, almost like they know exactly what it is that they're doing. And what is it that's blocking you guys from having this? Because this is really good potential. What is blocking you? The Sun is blocking you. I feel that you don't see everything. Because the Sun, it's a good card to get. Don't get me wrong. The Sun is a very positive card, but it's not always positive. Sometimes it can be things burning, you know, burning. And it might be, if you're getting into arguments with this individual, that's what's burning you guys out. So if this, yeah, there is potential for a very healthy relationship here with the King of Coins energy. But you guys do, in your weak area, you do have these petty scraps and these petty arguments. And it might be that the weakness is that this is burning this. But burning, it's difficult to burn a pentacle because it's solid matter. But the Sun is what's blocking you from having the utmost, you know, healthy, loving relationship going. It's the Sun. And the Sun can mean that maybe you guys are burnt out with that Five of Wands energy. The Sun could mean that maybe something could be exposed here. Maybe, is this person perhaps a Leo at all? Is there any arrogance with this individual or ego with this individual, for example? You know, you do have a good friendship showing up here as well. You know, is what's blocking you guys having a stable long-term relationship? Is it something to do with the, you know, is it something to do with the here and now, needing to just feel good in the here and now and worrying about kind of building something long-term? Are you worried about something burning itself out? Usually for me, the Sun in the reverse is where it's being burnt out. In the upright, it's not about burning things out, but still this is kind of like exposure and burning with the Sun. Sometimes the Sun can mean that you've got too much of a good thing going on. So maybe you've got a certain type of relationship with this person and it's too much of a good thing. So maybe the problem with having something that's going to be more long term, where we get to know each other really well and we get to see you know, and we get to see warts and all. Maybe if you're in a relationship, Three of Cups energy, where it's kind of like a no strings attached relationship, and you know the what's blocking it from being long term and being stable and loyal, you know, and being permanent for the future, might be that you're just having too much of a good time, and maybe you don't want to spoil that. But also it could be that there's a Leo person who's interrupting the situation as well, the sun. Or it could be somebody's pride or somebody's arrogance that's stopping you guys from having this energy of the King of Coins. What is it looking like with the relationship? Where are things looking like they're heading? The Wheel of Fortune is where things are heading. Well, the Wheel of Fortune for me is very cyclical. So it might be that things are heading nowhere. It might be that things are kind of like on a cycle. They're just going to go round and round and round and round, and there's no change. 1 minute things are up, 1 minute things are down with the Wheel of Fortune. You might have a positive change coming in here as well with the Wheel of Fortune. But for me, the Wheel of Fortune says, often when I read this card, for me, it kind of says to me that, you know, it could be one way one moment and one way the next. It's an unpredictable energy for me, the Wheel of Fortune. So the things for me, the Wheel of Fortune is saying the way things are heading is that things are probably going to be unpredictable going forward. You really don't know how this thing is going to play out with this person. I'm just going to get a couple of clarifiers on some of these areas, Taurus, before we finish. Let's have a look. So, right. Let's have a quick look. So why is the sun blocking the potential for a healthy relationship? Why is the sun? And also for me, the sun is illusion as well. If that gets too bright, sometimes you can't see something clearly. In two cards, why is the sun blocking the potential for Taurus and this person to have a healthy relationship? Show me. Right, 5 of Coins. Well, the 5 of Coins in love, sometimes this is support, but then the 5 of Coins can be that this is an unhealthy, unstable relationship. This is illness. With this card as well, showing up. And the moon. Okay, so, you know, the moon can be Cancer female as well, showing up here when you get the moon energy. The sun, okay, maybe something is burning, maybe there's a weak link with a Cancer female showing here. Moon can be another female or a Cancerian female. The moon is also hidden, so this is something that's being hidden here as well. So maybe the weak spot, or maybe what's hindering this from happening is because with something is an illusion, or something is you're being blindsided. The sun can often blindside you, because if you look into it, you don't see everything sometimes, especially when it's a really hot, sunny day. Sometimes you'll miss certain things, not in the home, but if you're outside, the sun can blindside you. You might not see a certain thing because you have to, usually you'll find when it's really sunny, you have to put your hands over your eyes and try and, you know, get the shade sort of thing. So it might be that this is 5 of Coins can be another relationship. Maybe this person's hiding another relationship. 5 of Coins can be a cheating card as well. And the moon can be deception. So perhaps somebody is hiding something here. And that's why you can't have this, because you're being blindsided by the sun. Because to me, it looks like maybe this person has somebody else. Blindsided by the sun. There's another relationship here that's being hidden. And this would be a soulmate as well. 5 of Coins is through thick and thin. So that's your soulmate card right there. And this is being hidden by the sun. By the moon card. The moon and the sun can also be very negative energies as well. You guys probably don't want me to read like that, but that's the way it is, man. It can be. You're being blindsided by the sun energy. It could be with the 5 of Coins energy showing here is hidden. Alright. Also, the blindsidedness of the sun. You might be being blindsided with the sun energy, because maybe this person's going through something, the 5 of Coins energy. Maybe this person's going through a depression. Maybe they're hiding this with the moon. Maybe this person's hiding their fears and their worries and their anxieties about the relationship as well. So the 5 of Coins can be, you know, there's fears and there's worries, or there's anxieties, or, you know, this is often the card about the outcast as well, showing up here with the 5 of Coins energy. All right, this is poverty card. So there's and the moon energy can be your consciousness. So it's because there could be with the 5 of Coins a poverty and the moon consciousness. There could be a poverty consciousness going on here as well. And it might be what's hindering you guys from having this is the sun energy, where there is something that is being within the sun avoided, blindsided with the sun energy. Something is being kind of, I often see the sun as a card that can hide things as well, but it's hidden in terms of somebody not doing something or not saying something to you. They're acting like everything's fine, but underneath the veil of the sun, it's not. It's like, you know, it's like a veil. I see the sun as. So somebody could be putting up a veil with that sun, because it might be there's a little bit of poverty consciousness going on here. Okay, and that's what stops you from having this, because it might be the other person or it might be you, whichever way it is, not telling the other person how you truly feel. Why is it that Taurus feels the Ten of Cups in the reverse for this individual? Why does Taurus feel the Ten of Cups in the reverse for this individual in 2 cards? The Ace of Wands, that's the spark in a relationship. 5 of Wands again, alright. So, I feel that, you know, you've got the Ace of Wands energy showing here. This is the spark. This is the raw energy. This is action with the... It might be that this person's actions cause arguments with the 5 of Wands energy. Alright, so it might be that this person's actions... And what actions does this person take? What actions does this person take in 1 card? Okay, so these cards flipped out. The Magician. Alright, so... you know, we've got a Magician here. This person tends to... See, this is cause and effect with the... and it might be their actions. You can see the Magician's pointing up to the Ace of Wands. So the Magicians rule the Aces, alright? So this person, it's their actions that cause, with the 5 of Wands, it's pointing down to the 5 of Wands fights. Alright, their actions, because I'm looking at the Tarot interaction here. I'm looking at the Wand, which is the cause, and this is the effect of the cause. So it's cause and effect. Their actions cause fights. I don't know what their actions are, though. Their actions with the Magician could be lies. Magicians tend to be, well, it's Gemini energy is the Magician. And Gemini tends to be, I think in astrology, I don't do much astrology, but with the Magician energy, it's two-faced energy. So they wear one face one moment and another face another. All right. And so I feel that this person is kind of, you know, there's 2 parts. There's two parts to this individual. And I feel it's with the Magician energy. It's because of it's because of the side that they don't show often with this Magician energy. I think it causes fights, because I think with the Sun energy, you're very self-aware. The Sun means also to be self-aware as well. And that might indeed be here as well, where the what's blocking you guys from having this really good relationship is somebody's ego as well, potentially. Not, I was just thought of that word ego. It could be their ego, but this is kind of poverty consciousness, so it can't be the ego. It must be something to do with, you know, the self, or what they bring forth, or what they show as well with the Sun. The Sun can work in a multitude of ways, to be perfectly honest with you. But I feel that you are very self-aware with that Sun energy showing there. Taurus. Okay, very self-aware. You might be very aware with the 3 of Swords energy that this person is cheating, for example, 3 of Swords. I get the impression that this person is a little bit of a manipulator, and it might be their manipulation. So their actions cause arguments, and it might be their manipulation and mind games as well. 5 of Swords is mind games, and this is manipulation. It might be that you are very aware that they're cheating or playing around with the 3 of Swords energy. So I get the impression that you're very aware that this person is probably a little bit of a manipulator, and this person, you know, is a manipulator and plays mind games, because the Magician is a manipulator and this is somebody who plays mind games as well. So we look at the first card. If they're a manipulator, what are they trying to manipulate, or what's the manipulation about? Well, the 5 of Swords is mind games, and this is often when you play mind games with someone, you're saying nasty things to them as a way to kind of bring them to their knees, or make them subservient, or to see whether they are subservient, or whether they're going to get upset whether you've done that or not. I've seen it plenty of times. Men sometimes do it with women, where they'll make really cutting remarks because they just want to see whether that woman's upset, or whether how much the man is worth to the woman. You know, she's going to get really upset by what I say, because if she does, then she must care about that type of thing. And I feel like this is why you don't feel emotionally complete with this person, because their actions cause arguments. You know, they are manipulative with the Magician energy, and they play mind games with the 5 of Swords. And you're probably aware with the 3 of Swords energy showing there that perhaps there is a third party going on here. Maybe this person isn't all for you. Maybe they're for somebody else. But yet this person feels the Chariot for you. Why does this person feel the Chariot for Taurus? Why do they feel the Chariot for Taurus? Right, we've got the Knight of Wands reverse though. Knight of Wands reverse is all about not moving forward, okay, putting things on hold. And the Hierophant, learning lessons, is the Hierophant energy, okay. I actually feel that this person wants to change. I feel it's because with the Knight of Wands, I think they've learned something with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a major arcana, and it's about learning lessons. they've learned about kind of not moving forward. So they've learned about slowing down. They've probably learned that it didn't serve their highest good. So when they slowed down with the Knight of Wands, what they learned with the Hierophant energy is that, you know, this was not a good move to do. They learned that you probably became, Taurus, very tired of their shenanigans with the Seven of Coins energy showing here, and decided that you wanted to look in another direction. So you might have given them an ultimatum, Taurus, at some point. You might have given them an ultimatum. And if anything, this area here is probably going to be you. This area is going to be you. Because I think that this is your self-awareness with the Sun. So I feel that in a way, with the Sun energy, Taurus, what it's kind of saying is that, you know, what's blocking you guys from having this is that you're very aware. You might be aware, especially if this person you feel is messing about, you might be aware that this person takes other people outside of the relationship. The Five of Coins is ruled by the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is a traditional moral relationship. It's a relationship in which there is a monogamous relationship. If you think about it, these two people are outside of the church. So they're doing something that is not moral, probably. So it might be that what's blocking you from having this is because the Sun is about you. You're very self-aware, Taurus, and what you're aware of is that this dude, whoever they are, is actually seeing people outside of the relationship in secret, the Moon energy. Because this is doing stuff outside of a relationship in secret with the Moon. So you're very aware, and that's why you can't get this, because you know that this person can't be trusted. You know that they can't be trusted, Taurus, and that's why you're feeling really upset with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. You're feeling towards this person, I don't feel complete, I don't feel happy. I don't feel emotionally satisfied or stable with this person, because they cause Ace of Wands energy arguments with the Five of Wands energy showing here. Alright? Or maybe they're having sex. Ace of Wands is the phallic symbol to it. If it's a man, maybe they're having sex with other people. Five of Wands, competitors. Yeah, and they're manipulating and playing mind games with the Five of Swords. Because I feel with the Sun energy that you are very self-aware that this person is probably messing about with the Three of Swords. And that's why the blockage to you guys having a potentially healthy relationship is your knowledge with the Sun. Your self-awareness with the Sun energy that this person is doing things outside of the relationship in secret. With the Moon energy showing here. So this person says, but I want to move forward with Taurus because I've learnt my lesson with the Hierophant energy that whenever I've held back with the Knight of Rods, whenever I've kind of disappeared for a few weeks or, you know, not decided to be a bit lazy within the relationship, that Taurus has become very tired with the Seven of Coins and decided to look in another direction. You know, so this person, you've got, I think for some of you guys, you've got the ball in your court. It's a really good reading. I think the ball is in your court, Taurus. I really do. Because this person has learned that you don't play. You don't mess around with them. You know, they've probably done it too many times. I think you know this person very well. For some of you guys, I think you really know this person very, very well. And I think that you know that they know that when they kind of pulled back with that Knight of Wands, they've learned a lesson, they've pulled back on the commitment, or they've pulled back, they've learned a lesson that you grow really tired and fed up. And that's what kind of starts you and initiates this period of kind of Taurus looking in a new direction. And they can't take that risk again. However, you don't trust them in these areas here. You don't trust them in these areas here because their strength is the Queen of Cups. They're very secretive as well. I find the Queen of Cups to be very secretive when she has her cup covered. Often, the Queen of Cups will show up as my twin sister as well. You know, often if I've done a personal reading for myself and I see her showing up, it's my twin. And my twin will hold a lot of secrets from me when she's this lady. She'll show up as this lady and I know it's her. And she'll be coming to me with stuff and I'll say, you're hiding something from me. And she said, oh, no, don't worry. But I know that she's hiding shit from me. So this person is very secretive, the Queen of Cups. Especially when the hand is on the cup, the Rider-Waite version of this card. And her with the hand covering the cup. They're holding secrets. Alright? So this person, they're very strong on holding those secrets. They're all over the place, this person is with the Eight of Wands energy. And they get tired of trying to manage things. They've got a very, very short attention span with that Two of Coins in the reverse. That's their weakness. Very short. They're not committed to anything, I think. They drop the ball. As soon as things become too hard, they want to drop the ball. But you do have a great friendship. That's the strength. You do have a great friendship. You might have children together, potentially. Maybe the third person in the relationship, a child, is what brings you together. This person is very worldly wise though. They're very, very, very clever, very intelligent with the world energy showing here. That's why they're doing this here. They know that you're not going to put up with it for much longer. But I do feel that the overall outcome, you know, where things are heading is it's very cyclical. One time things will be up, one time things will be down. But I do think things might just go round in circles in this relationship. There might not be any resolution to it, you know, with the world energy showing here. I think that things might also be very unpredictable going forward. All right, that's your reading, my darlings. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe and have a great day. Love you. Bye.